because they give black people to be in slavery, be getting beat down, be on drugs, and all type of atrocities happen to you every day, and you got to wake up and look at a white man as the greatest. You know what I'm saying, on the face of the earth. You get my point? Like that is some brainwashing, brother. That is out of this world. You understand? All right. Any more on that?
I never said on that verse.
All right. No sweat. Where we at? What's the next scripture we got?
So like I said, if I could, I got the scripture on. You want it as far as for bringing every work into judgment.
Okay. Yeah. Give me that one. Tell everybody where you at.
Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 14.
Hold on. Let me get that with you. Ecclesiastes.
Conscious.
I think the one I'm looking for is in the New Testament, the one that says, "Oh man, come on out here." You know, so what the Lord says, "They are not a terror to good works." Okay, they are not a terror to good works.
I got it.
Well, let's see what's the one he pulled right here.
Come to come. Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing.
No, this ain't the one. You got it? You got it? Go ahead.
Romans chapter 13, verse 3.
Let me get there with you. Sure. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 13, verse 3. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil.
Start at verse 1.
Romans 13 and 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
Be what?
Every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
What does that mean right there? Go ahead.
Be in order. You know what I'm saying? Be disciplined.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Be subject into those that's in power. Go ahead.
Meaning the men that's over us, like Commander Hunter. You know, the generals, captains in the office.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And just don't even think this school, but just think in life, period. You understand? Like the America has, different rules or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They got the president, the governor, you know what I'm saying, all of that. You know what I'm saying? You got to obey these people's rules in here. You understand? That's why it's so like we put on seatbelts. It's a law, you know what I'm saying, for seatbelts you wear them. You know what I'm saying? Don't give these devils, you know what I'm saying, no opportunity to shame the work of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Or to shame yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever. Now, of course, if they come up with a law that goes against, you know what I'm saying, go against the Lord, then we're not obeying that. You get my point? Then now it's time to die for something like that. Yeah, but they ain't came up with no law and said you got to eat pork.
Right.
Even though you talk to Christians, you would think that goddamn,
It is.
you know what I'm saying? You would think that it is a law that you just got to eat pig. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, read on.
For there is no power but unto God.
But what?
There is no power but unto God.
No, read that again.
For there is no power but unto God.
But of God.
But of God, my bad.
No sweat. You know what I'm saying? Everybody understand that part. Break that down. The bar.
Meaning, you know what I'm saying, like he was just saying a second ago. Of course, you got to obey these other powers, you know what I'm saying? But the one power that you really need to obey is the one that comes from the Most High.
That's the point. You know what I'm saying? These men, you know what I'm saying, that you have to be subject unto, you know what I'm saying? Now, we talking about the truth. The Lord put these men in charge. For whatever reason, the Lord, you know what I'm saying, said he wanted Commander General Hunter to be in charge of this nation. You get my point? So you have to be subject unto the power. You know, that particular power, and so on and so forth. That's how you maintain an order. You know what I'm saying? If you a man that ain't about order, then you ain't in the wrong place.
That's right.
You can go out there, you know what I'm saying, amongst our people and just be in the midst of the confusion that's out there. All right, read on.
The powers that be are ordained by God.
They what?
The powers that be are ordained by God.
Everybody understand that. Read on.
Come on.
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God.
Do what?
Resisteth the ordinance of God.
Everybody understand that. You know what I'm saying? A person is put in power. You know what I'm saying? If you go against that power, then guess what? You coming up against the Lord. So what does that mean? A man is in charge of his woman. You know what I'm saying? If a woman disobeys the man that the Lord put over her, then guess what? She's actually coming up against God. If you're a brother in the school, you know what I'm saying, and you come up against the men that's over you, disrespect the men that's over you, then you coming up against the Lord. You understand? You should know that. You should understand that this brotherhood right here ain't meant for me to get glory, you know what I'm saying, to be over men. You understand? I'm over men to get you to the Lord. Right. You over men to get them to the Lord. This is about a brotherhood and maintaining a order. That's it. All right, read on.
And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
They what?
And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
Everybody understand that. What does that part mean? Break it down.
Whoever resisting the power, which will be the Holy Spirit, I'm assuming, and you going against, if you're going against the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, you disobeying God.
Yeah, and one of those commandments, you know what I'm saying, is obeying, you know what I'm saying, even the government authorities. You see what I'm saying? You go out there and not wear seatbelts or whatever, you're a clown now. I'm just gonna tell you, you my brother and I love you. Listen, how can we speak the truth to other people and don't speak the truth to ourselves?
Right.
How can you get up every morning and lie to yourself and don't? You got to talk to, you know, people. They be like, oh, he talking to himself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talks to themselves. Just don't do it out loud. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You know, you don't want nobody to think you. Go ahead.
So sometimes you can pick somebody up, your damn car, the bell steady going off. You
Right.
still got to tell them to put the belt on.
Right.
Just,
Right. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? That's it, because you look at something small as a seatbelt. Israel, that's what Israel is used to. You know what I'm saying? We used to not living by rules. When it ain't. There's no other nation on this planet Earth that need more rules and structure than us. We need a structure. You know what I'm saying? And part of what's important about our structure is it's our culture. You see what I'm saying? Like we can't live without these laws, statutes, and commandments. If we try to live without them, you see what the mess that we in right now. We in a mess, huh? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, huh?
That just brings me to the to when Christ said, "Whoever shall break one of these least commandments," like it starts small.
Right.
You understand? Next
Right.
thing you know, it starts with a couple of drops of water.
Mm-hmm.
Then next thing you know, you got the water up to your, you know what I'm saying, to your ankles.
Yeah.
You don't think you in danger until it's about to go over your head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's heavy.
And once again, remember now the white man the Lord put him in charge. The scriptures say that the earth been given into the hand of the wicked, meaning the Most High then stepped out of the way and then gave this man power.
Right.
You understand, to do what he doing. So now you ain't gonna seeing that somebody hold that scripture to me about the race. Did anybody get that we in a race? You know what I'm saying? So now seeing that we in a competition with the other nations, we are not gonna beat this man being sinners. You see what I'm saying? Everybody doing the crack era, everybody tried it. You know, to get rich off selling crack to their own people, and all you did was destroy your own people. You see what I'm saying? Because we a nation. You ain't going nowhere without another black man out.
That's right.
Get my point? You can't destroy the very man that's supposed to be fighting a war with you. You know what I'm saying? Because why? A lot of the cats that sold crack in the 80s, what ended up happening to them? Who knows? Around.
they did and locked up.
That of course happened to them. What else? Go ahead.
They strung out on crack themselves.
They strung out on crack themselves. They the new crackheads. Ain't that something? How ironic is that? That the cats who got rich off selling crack is now the ones smoking crack. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. One of the contributing causes to that brothers don't know or don't think about, like you hear rappers talking about cooking up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. You cooking that coke
Yeah.
and you're touching it with your fingers,
Right.
it's absorbing into the pores of your skin and you're inhaling those fumes. So you're actually getting high, a secondhand high off that cocaine. That's why a lot of them brothers back that moved all that weight back in the 80s and
Yeah.
driving big cars,
Yeah.
they crackheads now.
Right.
Because while they was cooking it up and bagging it up and doing all that, they were
Yeah.
actually low key getting a contact off of it.
Yeah, get it, brother. Y'all get it, brother. Go ahead, Ryan.
It was just like in that movie,
when the Wesley Snipes, New Jack City, New Jack City. Remember his homeboy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was selling drugs too. But next thing you know, he ended up being a crackhead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the physical answer. But what I need right now is the spiritual answer. You right, but what's the spiritual answer? Why a nigga who sells crack end up on the every crack? Y'all done?
You reap what you sow. I don't want.
That's for sure. You know, you for sure gonna reap what you sow. But this is how you break it down. The people who smoking the crack, why they on it? Why they smoking the crack? Go ahead.
Because of like the white people.
God damn, this boy is he's showing me something. He got some potential. You know what I'm saying? Look up potential in the Hebrew. No, let me stop. Because of the oppression. Now, black people ain't just wake up one day and say, "Yeah, we want to smoke something that's gonna kill us."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They smoking the crack because of like he said, white supremacy is why they smoking crack. So even though you selling the crack, you still got to deal with white supremacy every day. Right. You understand the stress of being in this place is what caused a man to get high. So that weed you smoke, it ain't enough to deal with this place. Right. I'm just gonna tell you. That's why you see right now black people on all type of mollies. They on type of drugs like I ain't even heard of. You know what I'm saying? And they own these drugs because of the oppression that we got to deal with in this place every day. You need something to You need something to pacify yourself from the pain. That's what it is. That's why people take pain medicine. You see what I'm saying? Well, people get high because they dealing with all type of pain. You know what I'm saying? If it's broken family or can't get a job or whatever you suffering from this oppression, it's gonna cause you to go out there and take a drug. You understand? But listen, here's the antidote. What's the antidote? You know what I'm saying, to not get high? What is the thing that you need to not get high? Y'all are done.
The law, statutes, and commandments the most time.
Damn right. Give him a hand.
And for a second, y'all done thought it was a trick question.
No, ain't no trick. We ain't in the back room, you know what I'm saying? And a sister come to us and be like, you know, I've been getting high for years, and you know, I want to get off. You know what I'm saying? You know, what can y'all do for me? It ain't like we gonna open this door and take you in the back room, and we got a pot,
Wizard of Oz.
right? And we gonna give you something to get off of it. How we gonna get you off of it is by teaching you the word of the Lord.
Damn right.
The Holy Spirit is what's gonna get you off of them drugs.
That's right.
It done it for me. It done it for every man in here.
That's right.
All these men in here at one point been a drug. You smoke weed, you was a drug addict. I hate to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Where we at?
Romans chapter 13 and verse 3.
Go ahead. This is the point. Right here. Go ahead.
For rulers are not a terror to good works.
For what?
Rulers are not a terror to good works.
Everybody understand. Those men right there, what type of works did they do? What type of works? What type of works did the men who shot up the deli, what type of works would you consider that? Trooper. Wicked. You see what I'm saying? That's wicked to go up there, go shoot up a damn deli. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's wicked to think that because the white man is oppressing us, that you can go out there and just start randomly shooting white people. Right. You see what I'm saying? That's emotional. You get my point? It's gonna come a time and a place, you know what I'm saying, for us to do warfare. For all you brothers out there that want, you know what I'm saying, warfare, it's a time and place for it. You know what I'm saying? Now at the time. The Israelite School of UPK, I don't teach no man to go out and do no random shootings at all. Right. You understand? All right, so read that part one more time.
For rulers are not a terror to good works.
For what?
Rulers are not a terror to good works.
Everybody understand that. That's these people's land. When you go out there and sin, then guess what? You allow the white man to be a terror unto you. Right. You go out there and sell drugs, guess what? When you sit in the pen doing 50, 60 years, you understand what I'm saying? The white man has been a terror unto you. Any sin that you commit, the white man it could be a crime that you didn't even do. You know what I'm saying? You know, whatever. The white man is gonna be a terror unto you. You get my point? So, but if you obeying them laws, statutes, commandments, then you don't open yourself up to be a victim to white supremacy. But that's the whole plan of the white man that we got to see. We got to understand and see that this man's whole plan is to cause you to be a sinner.
Right.
It's to cause you. That's why, you know what I'm saying, when they so-called ended slavery, what did they write in their amendments, in their laws about slavery? Once they ended slavery, they then turned around and said, what about slavery, Ryan?
If you commit a crime,
If you what?
commit a crime.
If you what?
Commit a crime.
Everybody understand. Because they know that, listen, America cannot exist unless they have slaves.
Right.
So we're going to put on fine print that, yeah, slavery is ended, but how can we make slavery not end? This is where they sit in back rooms without you niggas, you know what I'm saying, and devise plans on how to keep you destroyed. They say, well, listen, if we can't, you know what I'm saying, if we can't just outright call them slaves, then let's make them a slave. Right. And the way that they make a slave is what? Create poverty. Anybody knows when you create poverty, criminals come out of poverty. Right. Even the white man, even these white immigration groups that first came to America, the Irish, they was criminals.
Right.
I ain't got to tell you about the Italian mob.
God.
You see what I'm saying? All of them things came out of them. I came out of what? Poverty. You see what I'm saying? And because they was in poverty, they, you know what I'm saying, they became, the terror was able to be unleashed on them. Right. You see what I'm saying? So when you go out there and commit crimes, then you asking the white man to be on terror unto you. Right. And now listen, once you get in the hands of the white man, there's no telling what he gonna do unto you. You see what I'm saying? That's why he got prisons there's no country that even come close to the amount of prisons that America got. This is a what they say, call it a police state. This is a police state. And guess what? They billing more. You see what I'm saying? They billing more because they know they have put a structure in place to make sure that they're gonna always have criminals. You understand? And listen. The different laws that they create, the number one law that they create to make sure they're going to get criminals is by putting you niggas out of the house. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't even say niggas, but by putting you black men out of the house and putting a woman to be in charge of 7, 8 kids that she knows she can't handle. Right. She knows she can't. You ever met a woman where all her kids is dead? All her sons is locked up? You see what I'm saying? And, but you know, and this is how the white man, this is how he wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Which is how we come up against that? The law, statutes, commandments. That's right. You see what I'm saying? Telling sisters, man, listen, sisters, we don't give a damn if that brother ain't got no job. Did you let him put your penis in you? Yes, I did. Well, guess what? You gonna have to stick with him. Right. You know what I'm saying? You want him to get a job? Guess what? Encourage him to get a job. You understand? The Lord have gave a woman tools to encourage a man in many ways. You understand? I'm just gonna tell you, you're a woman and you don't know how to get something out of a man. Listen, you ain't using your talents. You know what I'm saying? You better become talented and skillful, and make that he on that video game off day. Get him off that. You know how to get him. She know how to get you off the game any other time, don't she? Huh? She know how to do it. So you mean to tell me you sisters can't influence a brother to go get a job? You damn sure ain't gonna influence him by cussing him out. That's right. You know what I'm saying? By putting yourself in a position of authority over no man, you're gonna run him out of the house. That's right. You know what I'm saying? It is not a woman's job to chastise no man. Right. You know what I'm saying? You a woman and you like to chastise. You got the spirit of chastisement in you. Chastise them little badass kids that get kicked out of preschool every day. That's what you do. That amazed me how some sisters, they want to go chastise a big grown man, but yet they kids is running a damn muck. You ever read it? Y'all ever read into that? Yeah, every brother, yeah, I know one right now. You get my point? Lord willing, the sister coming to the truth. You know what I'm saying? But that's the point. Read on.
For rulers are not a terror to good works.
They what?
For rulers are not a terror to good works.
Go ahead.
But to the evil.
But to the what?
But to the evil.
Everybody understands that. You know what I'm saying? Obey the rules in the school. You know what I'm saying? Keep all of these devil's laws. That's it. That don't even sound right. Devil's laws. You know what I'm saying? But keep these devil's laws. And I'm saying that devil's laws because the white man come up with laws and don't even keep his own goddamn laws. Right. You see what I'm saying? But we gonna be better than the so-called white man. That's right. You understand? Read on.
Without then not be be afraid of the power.
Woo! Read that last part again.
Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power?
What verse you at, Slocky? I lost where you was at.
Verse
Oh,
3.
I said. Read that one more time.
Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power?
What does that mean? Without then not be afraid of the power. It's real simple, trooper.
If you do good works, you don't have nothing to fear.
If you don't,
Then you need to fear it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. And listen, I ain't got to tell you if you've been. We all been sinners at some point. You know what I'm saying. I ain't sure how many of you been, sold drugs in your life or whatever. But that's a horrible career to choose. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time you selling drugs, you live the life of being a paranoid schizophrenic.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Especially if you selling weight. Your mind is always concerned on when is these people gonna ever come kick my door? You can't even sleep. And then they get to affecting you physically, all of that stuff did. You see what I'm saying? You don't want that's not a life to live, huh? You see what I'm saying? The life to live is to not be worried about these devils coming to kick in your door. You see what I'm saying? Read that part one more time, you ever done?
Come. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power?
That's the point. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you a black man living in America. You already know that you a target. So if you give these people reason to come get you, they coming to get you.
Right.
If you rolling without a seatbelt, then you already know. That cop roll past you, you already know he gonna bust that U-turn. You know what I'm saying? You got drugs in your car, illegal guns in your car. More than likely, you going to jail.
Right.
You going. You see what I'm saying? Because this place is meant to be a terror unto you. All right? Read on.
Come. Do that which is good.
Do what?
Do that which is good.
Everybody understand that.
Come on.
Read on.
And thou shalt have praise of the same.
Thou shalt what?
Have praise of the same.
You understand? We're going to drop that. You know what I'm saying? Give me the next scripture, all right? Hakeem.
The one about the race.
Yeah, give me that.
1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24.
Mm-hmm. Also, too, what story did I say? I know I sent you.
I got both.
I sent you the story.
I think they're up already on his
All right, no sweat. You know what I'm saying? Here they go with these goddamn Christmas trees. Good night. Here come Santa Claus. They about to start playing all the good R&B songs to get you right in the Christmas spirit. The Temptations and all that. Don't let me catch what these niggas singing that. I'm telling you. Here comes Santa, right. Go ahead, Lamar.
I realized this when I was in the store the other day shopping.
Uh-huh.
They force that Christmas spirit on you in every Macy's or Jewel Osco or Walmart.
Yeah.
All you can hear is Christmas music.
Yeah.
You're in an elevator, Christmas music.
Oh yeah, radio. If you listen, you turn on the radio now this month, you must want to, you know what I'm saying, be tortured. You know what I'm saying?
Boys and men, they Christmas.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, huh?
Even like Christmas got its own smell.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, it's just like this is probably, you know what I'm saying, the most powerful holiday of them all. You know, even my daughter now, I'm 13,000 captain, you know what I'm saying? And my little bitty 2-year-old, I think she 2 or 3, one of them. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know none of these kids. I just know they around something. You know what I'm saying? But my little youngest daughter, she was talking about singing some Christmas the other day. You know what I'm saying? And my wife was telling me how she had to get on her. And then the day she done, I said, oh, Lord have mercy. Because every cartoon is Christmas. Scrooge, you see what I'm saying? You damn near can't even turn on the TV. Right. You see what I'm saying? So Christmas is just like Christianity is spewing out through the walls. What you want to do is now more than ever monitor what your kids is watching, explain to your kids, you know, what it is. This is where you educate your kids on what Christmas is really all about. Right. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Because what they try to do for Christmas is say it's for the kids. That's how they get you. You know what I'm saying? But here's the only thing, black people. You wasn't put here on earth to serve your kids. Right. You know what I'm saying? You was put here on earth to teach your kids. Right. You see what I'm saying? And that's something that we got to do. All right? Where we at with it, Doc?
1 Corinthians 9 and 24.
All right, let me get that with you. Did y'all hear about the sportscaster came out? You know what I'm saying? They called and said that the brother is yeah, he doing what he doing, you know what I'm saying, on the football field because he dark, his jersey is dark, the football is dark. I was looking like that. Well, he might have a point though. No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. You know what I'm saying? But just the you know, this for the devil to even come out and say that on national TV. You know, now once again, these white people always been racist. You know, but now they just Trump. The Trump effect is they just feel comfortable now to be who they always been. You see what I'm saying? That's why you see these different stories coming out. They feel comfortable now. And here's the thing: now that they feel comfortable, there's no turning back. Like they keep talking about, oh, we're gonna impeach Trump, and yeah, go ahead and impeach him. It's gonna be war in these streets because he got. You heard this term before. Trump supporters. Oh, he got the whole country. That's why he in office. You know that, right? Like you niggas act like, you know what I'm saying, he in office, you know what I'm saying, because of some great scheme plan. You know what I'm saying? He in office because white people put him in office. That's why he in there. He represents America to the 10th power. You understand? Now they feel comfortable and what was the whole reason they put Trump in office? Why? What was the reason behind it? Y'all were done.
Payback for Obama.
Give a brother a hand. They had to sit through 8 years of Obama. You know what I'm saying? Which of course, he not our people, but just the fact that he's brown, you know what I'm saying? They white America is charging you for what happened. You Negroes out here at Grant Park, Oprah Winfrey and all that crying because Obama in office. Y'all know I always talk about the crying. Because I know it was a few, I know. Huh? How many of y'all was crying when Obama got elected? Raise your hand, all right? Ain't nothing wrong. See, look, you know what I mean? Brothers have big crocodile tears in their eyes. You feel what I understand now, but that's the reason why. So you had 8 years of Obama, then the white people say, okay, all right. And they put, you know what I'm saying, Hitler in office. Just this cat is look at his the men that came before him. His fathers was basically plantation owners, everything. Like this cat come from a line of racism. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Crumble, bro.
So you say if they impeach Trump, everybody can be running wild, right? So you think that they might do that?
Who might do what?
Like impeachment? Because I thought it takes a lot of time.
It's here's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Diego.
I just want to say, like you was saying, and you right on, Cap, because they put him in office. They not finna get rid of him. That's just to pacify people who don't want him in. If they wanted him impeached, he would have been impeached. You know how quick Nixon got impeached?
Yeah.
You understand?
And at the end of the day, that's white people's business. That's the white man that's one of his biggest things that he does to our people is to get you focused on something that's not important. That's why you gotta, you know what I'm saying, it's so hard to make it in this kingdom where you gotta work 2 and 3 jobs. Most people can't even sit in this class. They can't come to class because they at a slavery. You know what I'm saying? Or they too tired to even sit up the class. That's the whole point of this kingdom here, is to have you to where you can't focus on the truth. A person with an idol, if you ever notice, most men come into the truth when they ain't got no job, when they at the bottom, and they got a lot of idle time to be able to think and even try to sort how you ever heard the term make sense of things? Like when you got idle time, it causes you to try to make sense of this whole place to where you start asking questions and you be in the search of truth. The white man don't want you like that. That's why he pay you a certain amount of these jobs, so you have to work 2 and 3 jobs and you ain't got enough time to even be trying to find no truth. That's why it's an amazing thing that you men, you know what I'm saying, and this sister is even men here. You know what I'm saying? Because this man's whole society is designed to make sure that you don't be in here. You understand? So go ahead.
That's once again another photocopy of ancient Egypt. You understand? When we wanted to go serve the Lord, the Pharaoh told nah, I ain't gonna let y'all
You
go
ain't
do
working,
that.
yeah.
Take some mortar and take some take some straw
Right.
and mix it with the mortar and make heavier bricks.
There you
and
go.
Make your burden
You
heavy.
too idle. You know what I'm saying? You need to get out there and work. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got time to be worried about, sir. That's heavy that you brought that out. Well, you ain't got to be worried about trying to serve your God.
Right.
You understand? All right, read on now.
1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24.
Go ahead.
Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize?
What does that part mean right there? Read it from the top one more time.
Know ye not that they which run in a race run all?
Run what?
Run all.
Go ahead.
But one receiveth the prize?
Y'all are down, break it down.
So is this saying like, everybody in the race is competing, but it's only one winner?
It's only going to be one winner. That's how the earth is designed. You see what I'm saying? The earth ain't designed for all nations to be equal. Everybody didn't won.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If everybody is going to end up the winner, then what is the point of a competition? Go ahead.
You know what? And I know this might be it's on topic, but it might be a little insensitive to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Slot. That's what you just said is exactly what I hear when people talk about Special Olympics. How in the hell can you be a winner in Special Olympics when everybody win? And that's what America then turned into. Straight up, I'm not even lying. Like everybody just wins. There's no reason to even compete anymore.
Right.
The only thing that they allow you to compete in is what gets them paid, like football, basketball, all this. But everything else, man, it's just like you're just playing for fun.
That's the point. That's spiritually what the bar is saying is so heavy because that's how they want black people to be, like the Special Olympics. Everybody, listen. Even when white people even when we win, y'all win. Y'all gonna benefit from it. You get my point? When that's not true, you know what I'm saying? Read it from the top one more time.
Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize?
When somebody asks you your race, what are you supposed to tell them? Young man, what's your race? Yeah. Get a brother a hand. That's important. That's important that he knows that now he knows whatever he does, you know what I'm saying, is for the benefit of his people. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Chinese people, they, everything they do is for the benefit of China. They sit in your neighborhood right now with a Korean and Chinese restaurant. Where that money going back to? That hard-earned money that you work for during the week. You know what I'm saying? Cleaning some white person's house or working in some factory or whatever. But yet, you know what I'm saying, when you tired and ain't got enough time to cook, or whatever the case may be, that money that you giving them East Indians and them Arabs and them Chinese, where is that money going to? I'm asking the question, where is it going, trooper?
Right back to the hands of the white supremacists, the government.
No. Go ahead.
Back to their countries.
Back to their country.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? The Chinese in your neighborhood selling you 4 chicken wings and fried rice so they can build up China.
Right.
You get my point? Or Japan or whatever race they from. You know what I'm saying? They is in your neighborhood to rob. That's criminal, right? To be in another race's neighborhood, you know, that is, and it's really unheard of. You get my point? No, that's why nobody got respect for you, out. But now, you know, once again, that's why the Lord raised up prophets, man. You see what I'm saying? To restore honor back to the people. You see what I'm saying? And you restore honor back to the people by doing what? Giving them their culture back. You know what I'm saying? The Native American Indians, they on them reservations, drunk, lying all over the plantation because they haven't been restored what was stolen from them. Right? You know what I'm saying? They sat in boarding schools, stripped of their nationality. Now we got to do what? We got to fight. Y'all see how hard it is just to fight to get in there. You see what I'm saying? They want to. Then when you get in there, they want to know what you're teaching them, why you're teaching them. You get my point? They want them to be destroyed. The white man wants you to be destroyed forever.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, now, why would you try to be? Why would we be trying to join a man that want us destroyed forever? So all races is in competition. There's only one that's gonna get the prize. And this is something that we gotta realize and understand is that we ain't here on this earth to be friends with the Chinese, to be friends with the Arabs, to be friends with the East Indians.
Right.
Go ahead, Yaradon.
It's so heavy what you're bringing out. Out of one, it just reminds me of the interaction with when it comes down to these Arab and our women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These
Right.
brothers be looking at it like, oh, it's something cool or something cute when an Arab is hollering at a sister in the hood. Like,
Right.
oh, look,
Yeah.
Look, Muhammad.
Right.
At
Right.
Keisha, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But if we was to go at one
Man,
day,
come on, man. Come on, man. Go holler at one of them Arabs in that damn ninja uniform, looking like a damn ninja turtle.
Hey, Zalaki,
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I just want to say one thing.
Mm-hmm.
They do that and not knowing how precious black women and Hispanic and Native Indian women are.
Yeah.
And we like you said, we condone it. But them Arabs, man, they protecting like the most disgusting state. Like I be like lately, what I've been doing, me and trooping my yacht and all that. I go around all of them, man, and I don't see the difference between the African and them.
Yeah.
They smell, they toes look like they throwing up gang signs. Like I mean, but you know what? The Arabs love them crinkly toes and them smelling. You know what I'm saying?
But his was even more important than that. I don't give a damn how they look. They ain't messing with you. They ain't. They listen. Them women in them other nations, them Arab and them African women, they loyal to their men.
That's
I don't give a damn how they look. Israelite women, we could talk all that how good and fine they, nigga. Our women are destroyed. I don't want to hear nothing about how fine they is. This would make a woman fine. In between this right here, it was in between the head. What make an Israelite woman fine, a black state, is her keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. Without that, I don't care. She can have the biggest behind, the most perfect body. She's useless to this nation. She's useless to us. She's useless to herself. She's useless to her children. All of that. You see what I'm saying? So what we got to do is turn our women back to the Lord. They got to start having pride in who they are to where they say, I would never, you know what I'm saying, mess with no Arab and no, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Like Yaradon is saying, a lot of these sisters, they do deal with the Arabs. You see what I'm saying? They do deal with men from other nations and Africans and Arabs. And guess what? The Arab and the African pop you up, put a baby in you, and leave your behind right where he met you. He don't even come get his child. That's how much hatred the Arab got for you, or African got for you. It ain't like he gonna, you know, because the seed comes from the man. It ain't like he gonna take the child and leave you. No, he gonna leave you and that child and say the hell with y'all. You get my point? Go ahead.
If I could, one of them arrows that Mary Janet Jackson,
Yeah.
had her walking around looked like a damn Teletubby. Her whole face, everything was covered up except her face.
Yeah,
It was ridiculous.
she look ridiculous, because that ain't. Because why? That ain't her culture.
Right.
Look at the black women. Look at Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? They Sunni Muslims walking around with them all black ninja looking dresses and all that. You know, they cover themselves up, but they look ridiculous. They, you know what I'm saying? That's not our culture. A sister want to cover up, sisters cover up with, put some flavor on it, man. You know what I'm saying? Make yourself nice, whatever color you want to wear. Not no woman in no all black. Your dress has no flavor. Then they face is covered. I mean, they look ridiculous. You understand, Lamar?
At the end of the day, is what a harlot woman would actually just like in the nation of Israel.
You're right.
They're really just harlots. They're just trying to hide their shame for what they're doing.
Oh my God! Listen, man, come on, are you kidding me? Them women in Philadelphia that's wearing and covering them face out, I be the biggest whores on the planet. You'll see them with the black dress on and the black veil and all that, and at nighttime, nigga, they'd be in the club. Cause damn near everybody in Philly is Muslims. Damn near, you know. So you know that's that. Read on that.
I'm somebody to talk to me tomorrow.
Know ye not that which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize.
Go ahead.
So run that ye may obtain.
Do what?
So run that ye may obtain.
Get the Apostle Paul the hand. Understand something, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian. We in a race, we in a competition with the others. So this is what we supposed to do. Read that last part again.
So run that ye may obtain.
Everybody understands that. You know what I'm saying? Run that you may obtain. Obtain what, Lamont?
The kingdom of heaven.
That's the point. rulership. Go ahead,
I
Lamar.
could. Basically, all we have to do is enter the race and we'll win.
That's the
Right.
point.
The Lord already promised us victory.
That's the point.
Yeah,
All we
right.
got to do, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. All we got to, and here's what's, all we got to do is realize that we in a race.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Like we got to realize that when it comes to the other nations hate you so much that they're gonna come together. And you know that's in the Bible. The other nations gonna come together to be in competition against you, even though they in competition with one another. But to make sure that the Lord's chosen people never rise to where we supposed to be, they're gonna come together. Go ahead.
That's in Psalms 83.
Get that for me real fast. You see what I'm saying? These other nations, to make sure that the Lord's chosen people don't rule the planet Earth, they're going to come together, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that you don't even be in the competition. See what I'm saying? That's why you had so many different nations that was a part of our captivity during slavery. Right. The Arabs, the Africans, you know what I'm saying, the so-called white man. And listen, that slavery that happened with us, them taking us from Africa, everybody had a part in that. First it was the Dutch, then it was the English, then it was the French. I mean, they took turns. They like how you hear of a gang rape. They gang raped blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indian during the time of slavery. Right. You know what I'm saying? The English had their turn, then the French, then the Dutch, then it just switched off. The Africans helped capture. The Africans went to war with you. We lost wars with Africans. You know what I'm saying? They helped capture you, sold you to the white man for goods. They'd take a whole black family and sell you, you know what I'm saying, to the Dutch for a whole barrel of liquor.
Right.
Go ahead.
I could. And then after that, instead of letting us run our own race, they'd have us join their team,
right,
so we win the race for them.
That's the point. You know what I'm saying? Black people, you like you a person that you don't want to stand alone. You don't want your own team. Where the Lord is forcing you to have your own team. You didn't went from, if you was a Christian, guess what? If you're a Christian, you've been playing for the white man. Right. You say, even though you got your own team, you know, you playing for a team and you don't imagine playing for a team, you don't get no paycheck, no nothing. You just out there balling to help them win, to help them beat your team. I mean, come on, Doc. Like, to damn near to use the metaphor just make it show you how foolish that we'd have been for over 400 years. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? So we in Christianity, we played for white people. We see that wasn't working. So then what we jump to? Islam. Right. That's what Malcolm X and, you know what I'm saying, all of them, during the 60s or whatever, we went on Islam. Only problem is Islam is just like Christianity. It's supposed to be a religion for everybody. Right. You see what I'm saying? And so you went from the white man, you went and joined Islam, and now you fighting the Arab. You running a race for the Arabs. Islam wasn't even that popular during the 60s. You made it popular. Right. Malcolm X made it popular. He became a champion for Islam, for Muslims. Because why? You the salt of the earth. The minute that you do something, the whole earth recognize what you do. Right. You get my point? But listen, the Israelite School of UPK, we're going to make the earth recognize that we keep every law, statute, and commandment that God ordained to keep. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? The earth going to recognize you then. Right. Like Ezekiel say, you know what I'm saying? Like Ezekiel say, they stood on their feet and exceeding great army. You see what I'm saying? You are a part of it. When you are a man born with a rod, guess what? It is your duty to go to war. Mm-hmm. Even if you don't want to. You might be a cat that don't like to fight. Guess what? You're gonna have to fight now. Right. You're gonna have to stand up for your people now. Mm-hmm. You understand? Like now is that time. You know what I'm saying? You can give me a little more if I could. All right, where we at?
Psalms 83.
You done with Corinthians?
Yeah, call it over.
You done? Okay, read Psalms 83.
Come. This is book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Do what?
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Go ahead.
Hold not that peace.
Do what?
Hold not that peace.
The Lord, you know what I'm saying? This brother is praying for the Lord to not hold his peace. And the Lord ain't holding his peace. What is the way that the Lord does not hold his peace? What is the way? How does the Lord, you know what I'm saying, make sure? Because for a person to hold his peace is the what? What if I say hold your peace, what does that mean? You ever done?
Say silent.
Be quiet. Shut your mouth up. You know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing. But the Lord ain't holding his peace, is he? Last time I checked, he not. How is the Lord not holding his peace? Young man.
It's about like when the white people like run the earth or
No, not in that way. You know what I'm saying? A rum.
It's like, sir, could it be like he using, like, for instance, all them white people was over there on that island and that damn volcano went off. You know, he using the animals, storms.
But guess what? You right in a sense. He right in a sense. But that ain't what I want. Go ahead.
Right now, the Lord's not holding his peace. He's not holding his peace because there's wickedness and chaos going on in the earth.
All of that's true. Kayash.
They got the prophets prophesying.
Get it, brother. A hand. Remember, listen. When the disciples, you know what I'm saying, was following Christ, and Christ was teaching them, they, you know what I'm saying, they like you heard how a person say, man, this person can't hold no water. The things that Christ was teaching the disciples, they couldn't hold. And so the people, the Sadducees and Pharisees, when you read the story, they wanted the disciples to shut their mouth about the things that Christ was teaching. And Christ checked the Sadducees and Pharisees and said, what? If these men hold their peace, what? Who knows? Go ahead.
Even the rocks will cry out.
The rocks will cry out. Huh? You understand? Like, listen, you'll start seeing the damn, you know what I'm saying, the stones in the ground speak about the oppression that you done suffered under for 400 years. You understand? The damn birds, something the Spirit, the Holy Spirit of the Lord would have to come. If it didn't come out to us, something in the earth will start talking. You see what I'm saying about what's been done to you, man? You know what I'm saying? That all the hangings and the burnings and the castrations and splitting the family. I mean, that's the worst thing that you could do to a mother, father, and child is split them up for where they never see each other again. Do you know what type of psychological pain and damage that causes? That's a pain that nobody gets over, is to lose their child and to wonder what's going on with their child. You get my you better off damn near killing the child than a mother worrying about her child, what's being done to him, what type of harm or whatever the case may be. But that's what these white people done. They treated you worse than they treat their damn dog. A white man wouldn't split up the family he wouldn't split up a dog family. That's why they going so hard on Michael Vick right now, because white people care more about dogs than they care about your black ass.
Right.
Why don't you face that? Why don't you face it? You know what I'm saying? Instead of going to church, stop constantly listening to some slick shoot nigga lie to you in church every day talking about God love everybody. That ain't in this Bible. It's not in here.
Right.
You understand? Now what is in here is what? You know what I'm saying? Separate from your oppressors. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like King David say, I hate the people that hate God. I hate them with perfect hatred. That's right. What's in it. That's what's really in this Bible. You understand?
Oh my God.
Read on.
Come on, come. And be not still.
And be what?
And be not
The
still.
Lord ain't being still. When you see us go out there and hold camp, half class, that's the Lord moving. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because like y'all said, the different things in the earth that's happening, they from the Lord. Right. But the only way that somebody gonna know they from the Lord is if what? Go ahead.
We get out there on the corners.
And we prophesy. Y'all don't even understand how important y'all are to the earth. You don't even understand, you know, how famous you are. The fact that you sitting up there ain't never broke down the scripture. The fact that you up there just reading or whatever the case may be, you got 100,000 people on YouTube looking at you like, you know, this cat right here is set the standard for what it is to be a man of God. Mm. So seeing that, you know what I'm saying, damn right. You just read, you could be a cat standing on posts. The people who watching YouTube, they say, well, damn, this is what a man of God look like. Let me pull my pants up now. You know what I'm saying? We can influence the earth with it. We gonna influence the earth with this truth. Should no black man be walking around with his pants, you know what I'm saying, hanging below so everybody can see his behind. You see what I'm saying? But that's how low we didn't fail. You get my point? But once again, we are in a competition. And if you in a competition, it don't matter how sorry your team is. You could be a team that finish in last place every year. Guess what? Teams that finish in last place every year, they still got fans, don't they? They still, they call them loyal supporters. You see what I'm saying? I don't care how bad the team looking. Loyal fans, They still show up because what? They believe that one day this team is gonna win the championship. So they support the team. Then what? The general management. They do what? The players who can't win them the championship, they eventually leave. Then they bring in guys who can win. And before you know it, that team that finished last, they climb the standings, and before you know it, they in first place. You get my point? Well, this is the ISBK since 1969. It's been men in here that didn't drop the ball. It's been men in here, you know what I'm saying, that ain't do what they were supposed to do. They no longer on the team.
That's right.
Now the Lord got the team. He got the players that he need.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because Manager Hunter is one of them players that's knocking the ball out that park now. You see what I'm saying? Then he followed up in the lineup by General Muhammad. Then batting third is General Mayak. Then batting cleanup is General Haas. Then batting fifth is General Shawamar. You know what I'm saying? Then batting sixth is goddamn General Kapthumgabar, General Kabalamoff, and so on and so forth. Now we got the team that we need. We ain't got no excuses out. And now it's time to go out there and win the championship. Everybody understands. Besides Christ, anything else?
So like I said,
Go ahead.
I know we was going through Psalms 83, but I wanted to see if we can get Jeremiah 12 and 9.
Okay, let's finish that. We can. Let's finish this up.
Come. And be not still, O Yahweh, for thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They that what?
And they that hate thee have lifted up the
The
head.
white man hates God. You understand? That's the reason why he gives credit to anything that happens in the earth. The white man gives credit to Mother Nature.
Right.
He the heathens naturally going to give credit to everything except the Lord.
Right.
They'll worship the moon. They'll worship a tree. They'll worship an animal. But the one thing that they not going to do is give credit to the Lord. You understand? They not going to do that. That's what makes them heathens. Go ahead.
Because he a black man too. Don't give credit to us, so don't give credit to a black guy.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. You know, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? Is you right? You know, they damn sure ain't gonna get no credit to you. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they don't acknowledge your God. Don't expect them to do. Right. The problem is we gotta show honor to our God. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
Come. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They what?
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They did what?
Lift up the head.
You understand? They didn't lift it up their head when these other nations. How was their head supposed to be? That's the question. How are these other nations' head supposed to be? Go ahead.
Supposed to be bowed down, humble.
Supposed to be bowed down. When white people, you know what I'm saying, walk past you out here and they see an Israelite, say a sister like yourself, with white men, women, and children, they supposed to do what? Bow their head until you walk past. You know what I'm saying? They for sure see a brother, you know what I'm saying? They just bow, listen, clear the sidewalk, walk on the street, you know. They kind of do it now anyway, to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because they know, you know what I'm saying, that this head is the lion of the tribe of Judah. You get my point? They do it now, but in the kingdom of heaven, you already know what's happening. And guess what? They did it. They done it to you. In the South, they had what? Go ahead, Lamont.
Oh, I was gonna say if I could touch on that. I was reading an article a couple days ago that said it was a white perspective, a white person saying the reason that you go on the streets and you see white people like avoiding black people and stuff like that because they understand what they did to us and that they deserve recompense for their actions.
Yeah.
So every time they walk by a black person, they never know when we're actually going to retaliate for the crimes they already committed.
Yeah,
that was a white person that said that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, any white person with common sense, they know that one day they should pay for their crimes.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We're not in position to punish them for anything. We can't punish nobody when we're sinning. The Lord ain't gonna give it like it's rules to power. You can't get power if you don't follow the rules. You see what I'm saying? We can't, you know what I'm saying, do nothing to this devil if we're molesting each other.
Right.
You think the Lord gonna be with you when you molesting, you know what I'm saying, kids? You think the Lord gonna molest you when you own drugs? Or you selling drugs? Or you raping, you robbing, you shooting, killing, murdering? You think the Lord gonna be with you? We'll be in slavery forever. We might as well prepare for another 400-500 years if we think that we're gonna overcome this man, you know what I'm saying, being wicked.
Right.
Get my point? It ain't gonna happen. All right. Read on.
Come on. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They did what?
Taking crafty counsel against thy people.
Everybody understand that. The United Nations, the UN. You know what I'm saying? Everybody united, but where you'll see that in the United Nations, black people? Who? Don't tell me about no American government. They don't represent you in the United Nations. You see what I'm saying? Everybody got a seat in the United Nations. They go there and talk about the world and every country and all that, but you don't have no representation in there whatsoever.
That's right.
You understand? Your representation is in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Is in what we call the fourth dimension. That's your representation right there. Christ and the angels.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't need no stinking United Nations. You get my point? We don't need that. You understand? We don't.
Come. And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They what?
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Who was the hidden ones? Trooper.
The nation of Israel.
Why is it saying hidden ones? Why are we the hidden ones? Go ahead.
Because we've been scattered amongst all nations on the face of the earth.
That's the point. You bring it the brother a hand. Like, listen, most blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians, they don't even know that they're Israelite.
Right.
That's what make you hidden. You know what I'm saying? You like a hidden jewel. You know what I'm saying? And you're a hidden jewel because you've been lost and stripped of your identity out.
Right.
You get my point? Like they now, you know what I'm saying, and saying in schools that they taking away black history out of the curriculum.
Right.
They didn't started it in a few schools. I expect that to spread like wildfire. Well, guess what? We want that to happen. You know what I'm saying? And we want that to happen so we can, you know what I'm saying, cause all our people to come in here and actually learn black history. Right. Because sitting up in the white man's school, you ain't learning no black history, man. You know what I'm saying? Even the black people that they show you that, you know what I'm saying, that they teach you about in these schools was all Uncle Toms. Yeah. Was all some Uncle Tom, you know what I'm saying, that gave up their spirit to help America grow.
Right.
You get my point? When everything that you do, you know what I'm saying, when you wake up, it got to be for the betterment of your nation. Remember what the competition that we in. So being that we're in competition, what does that mean? Sisters have to become great mothers.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? By them being great mothers, that means they running the race. They making sure that their race is going to survive to another day. Men, guess what? You're going to have to become great fathers. You're going to have to become great husbands. Now, it's going to be some issues in between all that, but guess what? The Lord then gave us the recipe to be able to work these problems out and these issues out. Nobody going to have a smooth sailing in this joint. It didn't work like that. You get my point? You're going to have problems. The thing of it is you got to have the spirit and be man and woman enough to work it out, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that this damn thing get on the right track.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's important to know that because why? I don't care, you know, what you feel about your wife, your child, your husband or whatever. This walk that we walking right here is only us. Majority of our people are in the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know you love your family members outside of this truth, but they are in the world. At the end of the day, they're going to help the white man fight against you. You understand? The thing that they do helps keep America intact. And if America stays intact, you know what that means for you.
Right.
Everybody understand? We don't.
That verse 4. They have said, "Come, and let us cut them off from being a
They
nation."
did what?
Let us cut them off from being a
They
nation.
show you how intelligent these nations are. You know what I'm saying? In order for them to maintain their power, they got to cut you off from being a nation. You understand? Read on.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That the name of Israel may be what?
No more in remembrance.
You see, you hear that? Now Trump just came out the other day and said he want to make now Judaism a nationality and not a religion. Anybody heard about that one? He wants to make Judaism a nationality and not a religion. And that should wake you black people up to something, man, to show you that you are the real Jews.
Right.
You understand? You do your research. It's gonna circle back around to you. Now you can try to be whatever you want.
Right.
You know, black people. That's one thing we good at. We trying to be everything that we not. Right. You know what I'm saying? We try to put on. We try to put on every piece of clothes except the one that actually fit us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We trying to put on the shoe that ain't our shoe size. You got to put on the shoes that fit you. That's the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
You got to be what the Lord wants you to be. You got to be a Jew. You got to be from the tribe of Judah. That's what you're going to have to be.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You can try to be a blood and crip, brothers out here being bloods and crips. Boy, that didn't got us. But killing of one another. Being a GD invite, listen, we got to be above that. You see what I'm saying? GD, Vice Lord, Blood, Crip, all that is in the trash can. We done tried that, done that. Where have it got us? But at ground zero.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Read on.
Verse 6. The tabernacles of Edom.
Who?
The tabernacles of Edom.
Go ahead.
And the Ishmaelites of Moab. And the Hagarenes. Gabal.
Go ahead.
And Ammon.
Yeah.
And Amalek.
You could drop that. You know what I'm saying? The Lord bring out these different nations just to show you, you know what I'm saying, that everybody is against you.
Right.
Go ahead.
It's like, sir, and what's heavy about what you bringing out about the scripture? When it starts off, it goes Edom, Ishmaelites, Moab.
Yeah.
If you look at our people,
Yeah.
those are the ones in order that we tend to follow. We go to Christianity, then we hop to Islam, and when that don't work, we hop to Buddhism and all that. So we go in those nations in the order that the Most High put them in.
You right. You right. You know what I'm saying? Get a brother a hand. Give me the scripture that you want, and we're going to get out of here. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 12:9. Real short, one of them bedrock UPK scriptures.
No sweat.
It's pretty much a surmise of Psalms 83. You know what I'm saying? But it's just one scripture. It's a lot.
Go ahead.
Constant. Jeremiah chapter 12:9. Mine inheritance is to me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field. Come to devour.
Break it down. Read it for the top again.
God on kind. Mine inheritance is unto me as a speckled bird.
What does that mean? My inheritance. Go ahead.
Meaning that the Lord's people come from different colors. You know what I'm saying? Different shades of brown, you know, light brown, had different flavors as well, different personalities.
And that's what you want. It ain't just talking about, this is two triple fold head. This ain't just talking about the color. Of course, you know what I'm saying, you can go to tribe of Judah, and the tribe of Judah is 10 different shades of brown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is for sure you can pull for a color, but it's also talking about the different flavors. Even though we all family, everybody got their own type of flavor. Right. You know what I'm saying, that they bring to the table, which makes it even more powerful, because this particular tribe is strong in this aspect. This tribe is strong here. This tribe is strong there. But at the end of the day, we all family. Right. You get my point? That's why the Lord say speckled bird, because even though a bird, a speckled bird is one bird, but he got many different colors on it. All right, read on.
The birds round about are against her.
The what?
The birds round about are against her.
What does that mean? Go ahead.
Birds represent the other nations.
Damn right. They are against the nation of Israel. Read on.
Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field. Come to devour.
They what?
Come to devour.
What does that part mean? Go ahead.
All these other birds that's against you, they not playing no games. They coming to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's just like what you know what I'm saying? And just a precept the
no, that's actually a precept, but before we close it out, read verse 10.
All right, come on, that's a lot. Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 10. Many pastors have destroyed my vineyard. They have trodden my portion under their feet. Underfoot.
Go ahead.
They have made my pleasant portion a desolate wilderness.
Everybody understand that. These pastors, your leaders, you know what I'm saying, telling you to join. You wouldn't join no other nation unless you had a leader to get up there and tell you that this was the right thing to do.
Right.
And I ain't even got to mention his name, but we know who the biggest traitor to black people is in the history of mankind. You understand? That's why you're so destroyed. With that, I'm going to pass the class over to Police and Officer Ryan.